Hello, everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. I am so excited, you guys, to talk about today's topic, which is walk it like you talk it. It's a lifestyle change, sweetheart. It's not a Facebook status. So we're gonna get into it, sweetheart. We're gonna get into it. But first, I hope you have your journal, your Beyond the Cover journal, or if you want to order one of our customized journals, we have these as well. It is on our website at cportraitsmagazine.com right there. So, honey, get your tea mug and let's get into it because what God has to say, He is going to be an enemy to your enemy, sweetheart. Know that. He will be an enemy to your enemy. So let's get into this video. And before we get into the video, I'm going to show you my Amore Too Classy dress of the day, sweetheart. Yes. So this has the silver and it has the red. Yes. And on the silver side, it has the red. And on the red side, it has the silver. So, yes, sweetheart. There you go. You have the Amore Too Classy Boutique dress of the day as we're about to sip this tea, sweetheart. Get our journals out because this is something to write down, honey, because God is not playing. He is not playing with you. I'm so excited, so I'm sorry if I'm being loud, but I am excited, you guys. So, let's get into this wonderful video. It's gonna be the short one because I'm ready to get into it. So again, my name is Shanidra. It's your girl, and I'm on my show Beyond the Cover, and today's topic is walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it. So you talking that big stuff like you for our big guy, the only guy. I am that I am. But are you walking it like you talking it? It's a lifestyle change, sweetheart. A lifestyle change. You have to change your whole lifestyle. It's the renewing of your mind. You're not going to even think the same, sweetheart. You're not going to have that foolish mindset, sweetheart. So, it's time to get into the Word of God. Now, we're not going to be any hypocrites because we don't want to go out there and be like, Lord, Lord. And He looks at us and say, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I say? But how can you do what He say if you don't want to read what He tells you? Let me put a stop to that, sweetheart. Now, because like I said, we're not going to be hypocrites. Because you said you don't want to read the word because you don't want to listen to what the white man says. So, that means you ain't clocking in for the white man, right? That's what we're doing. Because we're not being hypocrites. We're not being stuck in foolish in our own minds, right? Because that's not what we want to do. That's what y'all say. So, if that's your excuse, you have no excuse if you clocking in for them, sweetheart. So, because we're too grown, so I'm not sugarcoating anything because y'all don't sugarcoat stuff with kids. Y'all expect more out of kids than y'all. God said we stopping there. Do what I say and not as I do. No, you do what you supposed to do. Do what you talking. Walk it like you talking. Walk it like you telling these kids, sweetheart. God looking at you, sweetheart. While you judging the kids, He looking at you. While you don't do what He say, you know better. You supposed to be teaching these kids, but how can you teach these kids if they watching you, sweetheart? So while you judging them, I'm judging you, God, not me, because I ain't judging nobody. I'm looking in the mirror, trying to make sure she needs it right. But so I ain't got time because I gotta make sure I'm ready. So that's what we all need to be prepared for that day. And we don't want to go up there thinking in our warped brains that, oh, once saved, that's a cliche. That's not what the word says. Because God shows you. He points it out plain and clear, and I'm gonna let you look for it yourself in the word. He gives you, and yeah, I want you guys to tell me where it's at in the word, where he says, and I'll let you know if you're right. Where he tells you he has the obedient side. If you're obedient, all these things will be added unto you. If you do what he say, not what the world say, but what God said. If you do what God said, now I'm about to tell you what God said. So if you do what God said, and it's funny because people like when I be moving my hands. So if you do what God said, all these things shall be added unto you. He already prepared it for you, sweetheart. He already prepared it. All you got to do is walk in and listen. Be slow to speak and quick to listen. Acknowledge God in all your ways and allow Him to direct your path. And all, not some of your ways, not the ways you want to acknowledge Him. All of them. All of your ways, sweetheart. Not just a little bit, not the ones you want to acknowledge. All of them. You gotta follow his word carefully. I'm telling you, this is real. To ask me how I know. So I'm so grateful that he kept me. But we're gonna stop this cliche nonsense. We're gonna stop all of this because one minute you want to give praises to the crystals and all that he created. That's made real. God created it. But you can't give any glory to God. Oh my gosh. How hard is that? You just foolish. Anyway, because that's what he said in his word. And you can read that too on your own. Because I'm grown, you grown, so you can do it. So we're not gonna be foolish because we're too smart for that. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Meaning you stuck in your own head. The 9 facts. Everybody want to talk about facts. Well, the facts that are in here are factually happening right now. I know for a fact when you're obedient, because I've been obedient and I've been disobedient. And it's not that you have to be perfect, because none of us is perfect. God said himself in his word, if you read it, he said in his word, if you say you have never sinned, then the truth does not lie in you. You're a liar. You're lying. You've never seen everybody sin. We were born in sin. So, he said the truth does not lie in you. So, we're dead in all these issues, like y'all want to say. We're dead in that. We're gonna walk it like we talk it. We want to claim God. Walk it like you talk it. If you don't want to claim God, then walk it out. Don't pray to God when you're on your deathbed, because you don't believe in Him. Remember, call on God. He said that in His word. See, y'all can see. See, y'all can't even get me because y'all got to get into this word. And I want y'all to come back at me and tell me where this stuff is that I'm telling y'all about, because I know it's in His word. And then watch Him confirm it. Watch Him have somebody else say it, because He always confirms it. So, but anyway, like I said, we got to get into His word, because you can't do what He say without reading what He say and listening to Him carefully and acknowledging Him. That's number one. To knowledge, to true knowledge, real knowledge. People say they woke, but you still sleep. You ain't woke until you woke. Period. So let's get into it. I have to speak facts, the truth, and what God has me to say. I can't sugarcoat it. We don't want to sugarcoat it with kids, but honey, I'm seeing these adults being more sensitive than a dang on kid. Oh my God, you can't say nothing to adults now. That them crying. What kind of example? Walk it like you talking. You tell your child to toughen up, you toughen up. Period. That's what God telling you, sweetheart. You toughen up. Put your big girl panties on. Put your big boy underwears on. Drawers on, whatever you want to call them. Yes, Shanita being real today. Because God is really getting on his nerves. But he loves you. Just like our kids really be getting on our nerves. But that's because we love them so much. We love them. But they can get on our nerves. But we still love them. But they do stuff. We're not going to reward them for disobedience. But we want God to reward us. But anyway, let me tell you why I don't have to worry about my enemies, sweetheart. Let me tell you why I don't have to worry about my enemies, because my Father, because when you coming against me, his child, sweethearts, and I'm doing what he told me to do, sweethearts. When you are enemy towards me, my Father becomes an enemy to all my enemies. All of them. All of them. You got to read it. I'm telling you. So we're in Exodus. I want y'all to hear me clearly. We're in Exodus, the 23rd chapter, starting at the 20th verse. He says, "See, I am God, sending an angel ahead of you, before you." So they already there. He's sending an angel. Your ancestor, whatever you want to call it. He's sending that angel ahead of you, sweetheart, to guard you along the way and to bring you to the place that he has prepared. He said that I have prepared. Already. They already there while you stressing out. He said, don't worry about it, sweetheart. So, the 21st verse in the 23rd chapter of Exodus, it says, pay attention to him and listen. Listen. In his word, before this, he says, be slow to speak and quick to listen, and be slow to be easily angered. But we're going to get into that later on. But he said, pay attention. You can't pay attention if you running that mouth. You can't hear nothing I'm saying because you're too busy running your mouth, ready to say what you want to say. Listen. He said, pay attention to him, to the angel, and listen to what he says. Do not rebel against him. He will not forgive your rebellion, since my name is in him. He can't. It's part of it. Period. That's why God gives you in his word, he shows you. If you're obedient, all these things shall be. And they side by side so you can compare it. If you're obedient, all these things shall be added unto you. You're disobedient, all these things shall be taken from you. So why you want to keep blaming the devil and blaming everybody but you for what you got yourself in and what you did, whether somebody else did it to you or not? You got to take accountability for you. And you just got to keep your composure, because God will be an enemy to you. Let's get to that part. Let's get to that part. Now the 22nd verse. After he told you to pay attention and listen to him and do not rebel against him, he said, if you listen carefully to what he says and do all, he didn't say some, he didn't say a little bit. He said, and do all that I say, God will be an enemy to your enemies and will oppose those who oppose you. Because people won't come against you, sweetheart, because you're not doing the things of this world. So they big man, just like that little TikTok. You want to argue. You big man, but I'm happy. So just leave me alone, okay? Leave me alone. I'm telling you for your sake, because my Father is going to oppose. If you come and oppose me, he's going to oppose you. If you become my enemy, he's going to be an enemy to you. I'm doing what he told me to do, the way he told me to do it. Do I feel comfortable being in front of a camera? No. But am I going to do it? Yes. Am I going to give it my all? Yes. So you're going to get all of Shaniqua's sweetheart. So, the 23rd verse, he said, my angel will go ahead of you and bring you into the land of the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Canaanites, Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will wipe them out. Period. Period. He's going to wipe them out, sweetheart. This is what he said in his word. He said, do not bow down. Don't bow down. People are like, oh, so you don't care? You not caring about your health? Yes, I care about my health, and I know who kept me the last time. We cannot stop when the day or the hour or the time that he decides to come get us. All we need to be doing right now is following what he say. We don't want to get up there and be trying to call him Lord, Lord. And when we was down here, we didn't do what he say. So we must do what he tell us to do. Be obedient. In all my videos, I tell y'all, be obedient. You have to obey. You have to do what God says. Period. The way he says it, not your way, sweetheart. Lean not into your own understanding, but you must acknowledge God, him in all of your ways, sweetheart. So, he about to wipe them all out. All of them. All of them. He said, you must demolish them and break their sacred stones to pieces. I told you, I can't be with y'all that deal with crystals and this witchcraft and all this stuff. I can't do that. Because that's not of him. That's not what he told me to do. And I must do what God told me to do. And I must tell y'all that that's not what he told you to do. So whatever you are in is not what he told you to do. You following your ancestors, you're going to be following them into the pits of hell. We supposed to learn from the mistakes of others. Learn from them. Don't repeat. You want to be foolish? Don't repeat. If they did something right, then we can take that knowledge and use it and ask God, how do we use this? Acknowledge God. Yeah, that's how we can get over this. But every time we want to deny God, wanting to go over God and act like it's us and all of this, and like we can do stuff and all of this and that, we can't. We are nothing without God. We can't even breathe. We can't even wake up on our own without my Father. So, sweethearts, I don't know what foolish head you are in, but you got to get out of it. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't think I needed the word. I thought all I needed was my Father. I'm like, I don't need that word because I know I got my Father. But my Father told me to get into his word, to do what he say. I can't do what he say if I don't have his word. So I'm just telling you the facts because we're doing facts right. And it's a fact of my life. I've not worked for 5 years. Who has taken care of me these pandemic years? Who's paying my rent? I'm not on basic income right now. I have 2 kids. Yeah, so it's not Shaniqua's sweetheart. My kids are virtual, and they're still gonna be virtual because I'm not gonna do the things this world telling me to do and have my kids out here being sick. But I understand those who have to have their kids, and I know that they are praying for their kids, and I'm praying for their kids. But my decision is my decision, and that's their decision, and I'm not judging their decision. And we should not judge anybody's because we don't know nobody's circumstance. Only God knows, and only God will provide and help them in their decision. But as far as Shanidra's decision, I gotta do what God told me to do. Period. I'm not out here trying to be Facebook famous and all that stuff because Facebook ain't get me into heaven. We are in judgment days. While y'all judging everybody and judging this person, judging that person, you're being judged, sweetheart, at this moment, sweetheart. This is serious business, sweetheart. You about to wipe them out. You don't want to keep rising up against his anointing. He said, mess not with my anointed, whether you believe that they are his anointed or not. We should not be judging those who we think is less than and all this stuff. Because in reality, they probably doing better than you. They probably trying to change their ways, unlike you. Because you think you done arrived. When you arrive, then it's your time to get on out of here. I'm always constantly growing. There's always something for me to learn. God is always showing me something that Shanidra can fix. Every time I think, oh yeah, I got this attitude down pat, and be like, oh, let me show you something real quick. Like, oh, yep, still got work to do. I still got work to do. So I ain't in no room to be judging. But I'm here to tell you the truth. And that I am walking it like I talk. And I know that my Father, He gives you confirmation. I had someone that did not know my story. Didn't know the struggle of me being trying to be celibate. But God knows. And that's the main person I'm living for. The only opinion I care about. I care about no opinion on this earth. Because I don't have to make you believe if I am a child of God. As long as God knows me, because that's what this is serious, y'all. Like, y'all need to make sure that God knows you. Because if you acting like you don't know him, he gonna tell you he never knew you. That's scary. I mean, I don't know why y'all not. This is some serious stuff, and this is real. He's a man of his word. Now we got all these people that's not women and men of their word, but he has never lied. So choose ye this day whom you gonna serve with your actions. Quit telling your kids do what I say and not what I do. Quit doing what you're doing. You can't stop it. You can't have self-control. You want to be all hard on your child, but you can't stop doing stuff. And you that old. What in the world? You want to judge a child that's learning in their learning stages and you already grown. But okay, I'm going to win. Because you expect them to change right then and there, right there. Why they ain't? Why you ain't? You 50,000 years old. Why you haven't changed? Let's talk about it. Oh, I'm sorry. You getting too sensitive. Oh, but the kids better not be sensitive because they don't have any feelings, right? Let's talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. Oh, I'm being real. Being real with who? You being real fake. I had to be real with Shanidra. I had to look at Shanidra in the mirror. Shanidra couldn't look at nobody but Shanidra. And I had to look at Shanidra and be like, oh, wait, honey, that attitude got to change. I'm going to have to talk to people better than that, sweetheart. This is what I was saying to myself before I was in, and I'm still in the process. We're going to continuously be in the process. It's a process. And we have to trust the process. But while you judge another, God is surely judging you, sweetheart. You wonder why hell is breaking loose in your house? It's because you are needing to look in the mirror. You may be the hell that's in your house. And until you recognize and realize and acknowledge and change and walk it like you talk it. You talk this big stuff, but are you walking it? You over here gossiping and not uplifting. It's not of God. But you're talking about somebody that's not of God. Oh, she out here doing it, or he out here doing it. But what are you out here doing? Gossiping right now, and I can tell you that. Are you giving them anything encouraging to uplift them, or are you just agreeing with them while you're on the phone and then whatever? Stop it. I gotta be real. Y'all wanna be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. But when people be real, you wanna cry. But these kids don't have to, oh, we wanna dictate and tell them everything to do, but you can't take nothing. Nothing. These grown folks can't, they are so sensitive to every little detail that you say. Oh my gosh, you hurt my kid. Grow up, sweetheart. How are we supposed? Y'all are so judgmental towards these kids. But when are you gonna grow up? Grow up. You quit crying and whining about every little thing and quit being sensitive, and you take accountability. You walk it like you talk it. You talking this big game to a child, you walk it like you talking. Oh, you need to get over. You get over it. When you gonna get over it? Because I mean, the child's supposed to get over it in 2 seconds. Well, that's what. Okay. Well, if that's what it is, then that's what it. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. You take it like a woman or man, whatever you are. When are you gonna grow up? Well, I'm being real. You being real fake. That's why people be like, no, tell me for real. Like, I want to hear the. No, you don't want to hear the truth from me. Because the truth hurts. The truth hurts you need to do. No, nobody want to hear it. To be honest. Let's be real. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody. So, let's walk it like we talk it. Quit faking it till we make it. Quit Facebooking it. Quit acting. And be real. I mean, real. Be real with yourself. Make that U-turn and look at you. Quit looking at everybody else and look at you, sweetheart. Because God is looking at you. He said, judge not, or ye too will be judged in the same way that you are judging. So while you're judging, he's judging you. He's watching you, sweetheart. So you want to make it. You want him to know who you are. You don't want to be acting like you're of God and you don't do what he say. Because he's going to tell you to depart from me, worker of iniquity. Pew! You're going to be down there in 2 seconds. You don't want that, sweetheart. So, let's go beyond the cover, guys. And let's get into it. I'm going to end off with this video. And that's it. Hi everyone, this is Shanidra, yes, with Beyond the Cover. I am so excited to let you guys know the new. Now, as we know, we're going beyond the cover and we're doing shows and clothes, yes. With my More Too Classy boutique, we will be doing shows with clothes. Also, our purses. Are you in business, sweetheart? Yes, look at this beautiful purse. Yes, we have to do business. Now, are you getting a